If you're on social media, do you have any of those friends that brag about being vaccinated? Like they'll have their profile picture and they'll have that filter that says, I've been vaccinated. And they take pictures of their vaccine cards. They take selfies with them. If you have friends like that, unfriend them. You don't need friends like that. Don't talk to them ever again. You don't need friends like that. And if you're on social media, try to keep it to a minimum because social media is very toxic. I got COVID late July, and I'm fully healed, no side effects. From a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being I died, and 1 being I feel great, couldn't feel better. I give it about a 3. My worst day maybe a 4. The media's trying to scare you. It's all about control. Oh, and let me disclaimer, I should have said it earlier in the first 30 seconds, but if you're afraid of COVID and you feel like you need to be vaccinated and you want to wear a mask, that's fine. That's how you feel. That's your opinion of it. You know, that's your feelings towards it. But me, I'm not getting vaccinated. I don't need to wear a mask. I got COVID and I healed from it fine. My immune system worked. It did what it was supposed to do. So in my opinion, my feelings are this whole thing was made to steal the election from Donald Trump, and it did. I don't want to make this too political, but that's part of it. And the other part of it is the media's trying to scare you. It's all about control. And also, it's about ratings. Orange Man Bad isn't in office anymore. So Biden, he's a pretty boring guy. He's fucking up in Afghanistan big time, but you know, mainstream media is pretty much liberal, so they're not going to attack Biden. They're going to ask him about ice cream, and they're going to tell you he's a good guy because he fell down trying to grab his dog's tail. But other than that, Orange Man Bad is gone. So the news, they need a story to keep the ratings up. They need to keep you in fear. When I got COVID, I was looking up a lot of videos. I was on, you know, I was forced to stay at home. It's pretty much like this. If I wasn't forced to stay home and there was no COVID pay, I got COVID pay, and that's pretty much why I stayed home. But if the world wasn't in such a big panic about this, there was no COVID pay. A lot of people go to work sick, like when they have a cold or the flu. Some people tough it out because they don't want to burn through their sick leave and they need to get paid. If that was the case, if it was just like any other sickness and it wasn't a big panic, and there was no COVID pay, basically COVID pay paid me to stay home and it didn't go through my leave. So I'm like, you know what, I'll stay home for 2 weeks because that's what they want. But if that wasn't the case, I could have worked. I felt good enough to work. Yeah, I wasn't perfect, but I felt good enough to work. So when I was looking up how to recover from COVID, you know, I was just getting a lot of recommended videos, and the media makes it seem like if you get COVID, you're going to die. And that's it, you're dead. You're gonna die if you get COVID and you're not vaccinated, you will die. And all the stories I was seeing was of people like with tubes in their nose. They were crying. One guy I saw, he busted out his camera. He was taking selfies of himself in his hospital bed with his little mask on. It's like, when I got COVID, the last thing I wanted to do was bust out my camera and take a selfie and let everyone know on Facebook, guys, I'm sick. Now I want to lay down. I had 2 weeks off. I love sleep. So I told myself, you know what? I'm going to get some sleep. This is great because I work a lot. And my favorite thing to do, well, one of my favorite things to do is sleep. I value my sleep a lot. That's how I stay strong. So my best advice is if you do get COVID, keep your nutrients up, man. Your immune system will work, and then when you recover, like me, like 99.95% of the population is going to recover. Make some changes in your life. I will admit I don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. I drink mostly shakes, but you know, I make sure I take my zinc more. I make sure I eat actual real fruits and vegetables more, like little changes like that. Because now that I gotten COVID, next time I get it, hopefully it's not in a couple years, but next time I get it, maybe it's going to be even worse. Now you might be thinking, this guy's an anti-vaxxer. He's right-wing. Here's the thing. Here's how I feel about vaccines. My mom got it. Me, my mom, my dad, my sister, our whole family got COVID. So my mom actually got it the least. Like she got over it in like 3-4 days, I think. You know, she barely got any symptoms, and she got vaccinated. My mom literally has 10 pills. When she goes to the hospital, she has a full brown bag of pills. So my mom got the vaccine out of fear, and her and my dad are going to the Philippines next year, so I think it's required now. I don't travel. I freaking go on road trips. But my mom got vaccinated. She barely got it, and then my dad got it. He got it pretty bad. He had to go to the doctor one day to get IVs, and that's how I figured out how to heal. My dad had to go to the hospital one day for IVs because he was lacking nutrients. So I was like, man, I'm not really hungry. I got the symptom of I lost all my taste. Literally, it was like chewing texture. So I wasn't eating a lot the first 2-3 days I stayed home, and I was actually getting weaker. And that's when I realized, like, I'm not getting in any nutrients at all. So I got the Mexican version of Pedialyte, and what else? Oh, I got Boost. Boost saved me. Boost helped me a lot because Boost is like all the nutrients, and that's all I ate, or that's all I had in. You know, it's a drink, but that's all I took in, and right away, like the next day, I felt a lot better. So that's what I'm gonna say. I don't want my dad to get vaccinated. Honestly, my dad healed. He had from a scale from 1 to 10, his worst day was maybe a 6 or a 7. He had to go to a doctor, so that's not great. But he healed, and he had to go to a doctor because he wasn't eating enough, and I was doing the same thing. So that's when I realized, man, I didn't go to a doctor at all. I healed. You know, I figured it out on my own. But now that my dad healed from COVID, I said I don't want him to get vaccinated, honestly. And I told him, don't get vaccinated until like a month before your trip, because you know your immune system is at its strongest right now. So if you do want to get vaccinated and you already got COVID, wait a couple months, man. Because here's how I feel about the vaccine. Like I said, I don't want to come off as like I'm anti-vaccine. I don't believe in it. I don't trust it. But you know what? Some people, it might benefit them, like my mom, my elderly mom on 10 pills. It helped her a lot. I really hope there's no side effects later in life. That's the one thing I'm worried about for them. But my dad's immune system's at its strongest right now, so I really don't want him getting it, but he has to travel, so, you know, he has no choice. That's control right there. Like all these people getting back, not everyone, but the virtue signalers, that's the word, virtue signalers. Why do you have to tell everyone when you do a good deed? Why do you have to advertise it to the world that you're doing good? Oh, I got vaccinated. Let me take a selfie with my vaccine card. Fuck you. Like, why do you have to act like that? You know what? There's a saying. I don't know who said it. If you got this far in the video, who said this? Do good when no one is watching. These virtue signalers need to learn from that. They act like they're the most virtuous people in the freaking world. Everyone has skeletons in their closet. Until your skeletons are clear, don't preach to me about morals. And here's the sick thing. Like I said, I don't want to make this too political, but when I was watching all these COVID videos, I don't know why it was, man. It's all left-wing media and it's all propaganda, but I was looking in the comments and they were talking about the Delta variant. I hope I got the Delta variant. That's the worst one, right? That's the one that was supposed to kill you, right? Well, I got it and I didn't die, so hopefully that's the one I got. Whichever one's the deadliest, I hope that's the one I got because I survived it. But in the comments, liberals, the hardcore lefties, not all liberals are bad. There's trash on each side. Let me say that right now. There's bad on each side. There's bad right-wingers and there's bad left-wingers. No one's perfect. But for the most part, lefties are, man, they're the most annoying people for the most part. But, yeah, I was seeing in the comments, like, they were saying, I hope every Republican gets it and dies. The world would be a perfect place. These are the same people who are being virtuous. These are the same people who believe in abortions. They want to see babies hacked up. That's a whole different topic, but I find that ironic that they're like, don't kill grandma. But, you know, they believe in abortions. Some of these psychos believes in abortions like when the baby's already about to be born, like right before delivery, they believe in abortion. That's sick in the head. And speaking of sick in the head, yeah, I saw comments like those comments that are saying, yeah, I hope every Republican dies. The world would be a better place. They need to die. You're sick in the head. If you have friends like that, don't have friends like that. They're freaking psychopaths, man. So, that's my feelings about COVID. I survived. I'm fine. I've been back to work for like 3 weeks now, almost a month. I don't have any lingering side effects. I feel great. Yeah, it's I was bored actually. I had like 3 or 4, annoying days. It was uncomfortable. That's my best way to describe COVID. People ask me, is it like the cold? Is it like the flu? Man, the best thing I could say about it, it's uncomfortable. You just don't feel right. You don't feel like eating. You just feel like I said, I could have worked, but in terms of like staying at home, I didn't want to do anything fun. I just hung out with my cats, basically. I didn't do anything really fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed hanging out with my cats, though. That was the best part of it. I never take time off. I'm always about my work and about accomplishing goals, so I thought there was a Dollar Tree here. That's why I just, when I started this video, I left Dollar Tree because they didn't have what I wanted. I thought there was a Dollar Tree here. I'm driving in circles. Let me cut through here. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. So yeah, it was cool. That was the best part. I never take 2 weeks off in a row because, like I said, I don't like going through my sick leave. I like using my sick leave for a vacation. When I'm sick, I go to work. So yeah, that was the best part. I got to hang out with my babies, my cats. That was fun. So yeah, that's my experience with COVID. I didn't die. The media would hate me. They want everyone to die. The media won't interview people like me, and this is just there's no way out here. I'm just driving lost now. Yeah, the media doesn't want to talk to anyone like me because I crushed their narrative. I didn't die. They want people who are dying. They want to paint it, they want to scare you. Oh, okay, there is a way out. Yeah. So everything the media said COVID is, like you're gonna feel like near death and all that. I was nothing like that. They need to interview people like me so people won't be as scared. See, I get it, man. I'm gonna end this video in like a minute, but here's the thing. I understand there's a segment of the population that's truly scared of COVID, and if you are, wear your mask, get vaccinated, stay home, man. If that makes you comfortable, if that gives you peace of mind, just do that. Nothing wrong with that. But then you have your pretend scared people. The pretend scared people are all the assholes who want to tell you you're bad if you don't get vaccinated. They're taking selfies with their vaccine cards, and they're being over dramatic. I saw one post on Facebook. She was like, I can't see my mom anymore, so she was behind the sliding door and I was crying and we had to touch her hands like this through the glass, and that's the only way I could hug my mom. I was crying. And these fucking assholes, man, they're just doing it to get likes on Facebook, and they want to get that crying emoji. I know what you're doing. There's a Dollar Tree. I just drove right past it. I went in a circle. Hopefully they have what I want. So that's it, guys. Don't live in fear. I survived. It was nothing. I could have worked if they allowed me to, but hey, the one good thing is I got to hang out with my cats, and I got paid for 2 weeks sitting at home. So all right, everyone, take it easy.